Hey everyone, this is Anna from hotoptionbabe.com. First, I want to give a shout out to Justy as I like to call him, for doing that nice video for us last week. Hopefully we'll see many more of those, Justy. It was really good and very easy and informative. So we'll go on from here, and we're going to take a look at one of my favorite trades, which is crude oil. It's one of Justy's too, so we might want to hear a video from Justy on the crude oil. I've got the daily chart up here, and I just want to go over the daily, and then I'm going to go over the 60-minute. You can see that we're hugging this top support line or resistance line. It comes to support, then resistance, and support, and then resistance. But this trend line has been pretty strong all the way through. It came back down and tested it in February when we had that slight correction to around 84, and then you can see we've pretty much not looked back since, except, you know, with minor pullbacks there, which were meant to be bought. Now, taking a look at some of the indicators here, if you look at your MACD histogram, it's growing stronger. It's actually in a buy signal right now. It's actually a buy signal. Now, your stochastics, I only use them as one of my last tools because they can bounce along the top here for a long time. So it can be overbought a long time. It can be oversold a long time. But as you can see, it looks like it's just sort of doesn't know where it's going to go, but it could come back down to this blue line and then just go right back up. The key here on this chart, though, is you've got your 10-day. This is when your 10-day moving average crossed your 30, and you saw that big move up there, and it is still above that 30. It looks to me on this chart at the end of this chart right here like we could be forming an inverted head and shoulder. So come back down here to the support, which we did Friday, and maybe head straight on up. As you know, I don't trade off the news, and I know that most of the good traders do not. Now I'm going to pull up the 60-minute, and there's your inverted that you can see a lot closer. Again, your histogram has a buy signal on it. You have a buy moving average crossover here, a buy signal. Doesn't mean you can't get a little pullback here, but I'm looking for crude to push up to around 110 in the short term. So that's it for crude, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the eminis. Same type of pattern. You see this kind of inverted head and shoulder, and this move up, a little bull flag here at the end here. So we could open up big Monday. However, your histogram is not showing a lot of strength. So it could go either way here. I'm not going to positively say that we're going to go higher tomorrow. I'm watching this. Now, this is the 10-day on this 60-minute chart, and it was curving down. So it's possible that we see some selling coming in. But the trend clearly broke out to the upside last week when we were in a down channel, as Jester pointed out, and we broke out of that upper trend line now becomes support. So that now becomes support. So let's look at the 60-minute. I'm going to pop back and forth here on this. I mean the daily, excuse me. The daily. Pull this up. And you can see Jester X drew your channel, which was nice because he's got this, I think it's with screencast that he drew the channel. Sorry. He drew the channel, and you can see that it was an uptrend. Then we started going down here into a down channel. I'm just going to reiterate what he said. Basically, we did this. Okay. Let's get this. And then we broke out here, and now this becomes your support area, which is around, I believe it's around 1280. I want to say 1282 or something like to that effect. Now, if you look at the daily, we're working off some of those oversold conditions that we had. We have a buy signal on the histogram. So that's on your daily. So we could see some more buying this week. Remember, it's the first of the quarter. It's a new quarter beginning in money, but money has to go somewhere. But as I have mentioned to my subscribers, is that last week, I think the smart money was actually front running. Let's get rid of this sidebar. Was actually front running the money that would be coming in the new quarter. So they maybe are a little bit ahead of the game, and then they might dump here a little bit this week and surprise us. It's just a thought, and I always try to look at everything put together so we can get a clearer view of what could happen. You never know for sure, ever. There's no way to know. I will tell you, going back here, there is a bull flag here on the 60 minute, and we'll just look at this real quick what the 15 looks like. Now the 15 looks like the 10 has crossed the 30, and so we might see a little bit of selling. I don't know for sure tonight, but we'll see how the futures open. But that gives you some ideas of, you can see here, let me open this up. You can see here that the histogram is trying to regain its composure on the way up. You had a bearish engulfing, you have a bullish engulfing, and so we'll have to see how Sunday opens up on that. Let's take a look at, now what they did on silver and gold, for those of you who don't know why we had that quick sell-off, was they raised the margin requirements again. So thus you saw a big, and Charles Plosser from the Philadelphia Fed said that they were going to raise rates sooner than later. I don't believe him. I think that's a lot of saber rattling to put some support in on the dollar, because they were getting a lot of flack about it. But it did react, and the dollars, you saw the dollar move up on Friday, but also the market moved up. So I don't know if the equity market quite bought his scenario of an interest rate hike that may be coming. Now you see on silver here, this is on the 15, it looks like it's trying to move a little bit higher, but it may struggle around this area for right now. The 10 did cross the 30, which is a bullish signal. However, it appears that there's a topping tail there. So, but that's on the 15. So let's go look at the 60. Now you have an M pattern, and an M pattern is normally bearish, okay? Normally plays to the downside. As you can see, sort of I call them W or M patterns. W is for winner, M is for more down. And that's the best way I can describe it. So you can see the 10 has crossed the 30. However, you have you got a buy signal here, so we'll see how it plays out. And your histogram is pointing up. However, it's not in a full-blown buy signal yet. We'll check out the daily on it. I don't have any positions in silver or gold at this time, for full disclosure. So it's in a very bullish up channel here. So this channel is still very bullish on the daily. You can see the trend line. Oops. The trend line is still intact. Okay, your trend line is still intact, so it's really still a very bullish chart. However, short term we could see some correction. Okay, everybody, I think that's it. I'm going to do another webinar next Sunday. I only have 25 seats available. So please, if you're going to sign up for it, or if you do sign up for it, please make sure you attend. If you're not sure, just don't sign up, because I have a limited amount of seats, and there are people that, would miss out if you couldn't make it. So I will be putting that out sometime this week, and I look forward to doing many more of my webinars on options, on Thinkorswim platform, on charts, technical analysis, and that way you guys can get a better sense of what my knowledge is and what I know. So everybody have a really good week. It's really crazy out in the world right now. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've never seen anything so altogether be such a vast cluster nut of badness. I mean, London now is going with protests, and Syria and Yemen, and we still got Libya, which I don't think we should have entered at all. I think we should have let that alone. But we got the earthquake. We got still possible. They've just found radiation in Nevada from this Japanese meltdown, and they all, the media all plays it up as being, oh, it's not that bad. But I personally don't like to hear that, and personally I don't want radiation in my backyard. So we'll have to see. They got lots of stuff going on, yet the market climbs higher. So in other words, the market doesn't trade off of news. The market trades off of charts, and that's what we have to look at. So everybody have a really good week, and I hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you try the lounge. And we really do well in there, and I'm in there all day, live audio, video. You get to hear me all day long, which you may or may not like. And I do charts. You can request charts. I can walk you through trades and show you, how to enter a trade if you're unfamiliar with it, or how to do a certain spread. So if you haven't tried it, it's $89 a month, and we have a lot of fun too as well. So have a good one, and I'll see you soon.